They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans.
BoxingVoice.com, Victor Salazar here with Showtime analyst Steve Farhood. Mr. Farhood, it's a pleasure and an honor to interview you.
Pleasure to be here.
First off, what are your expectations for tonight?
Oh, the Boxing Writers Dinner is always fun. It's always exciting. I'm particularly excited about Al Bernstein getting an award because he's my colleague, and I'm presenting him, so I'm looking forward to that, and it should be a lot of fun. It always is.
Well, I appreciated your work last Saturday on the big Showtime card. I just want to ask you a few questions about that. What did you think of Austin Trout's performance against Delvin Rodriguez?
It was good. It was technically good. Unfortunately, he was in a position where he needed to excite us to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez. I don't think he excited us. You know, Austin Trout's a very good fighter, very hard to hit, good defensive fighter, but he won and he didn't open eyes. And I think because he's not that well known to the public, he could have been a little more dramatic. He could have been a little bit more exciting.
So do you believe that performance merits a Canelo shot?
You know, it's about business. It's not about boxing. I think that with his defensive abilities, he'd be a real hard fight for Canelo. But is the public ready to buy that, especially if it's a pay-per-view fight? I don't know that it will be or won't be. That's the issue.
Now, what was your thoughts on the Lateef Kayode and Antonio Tarver fight? Did you score the draw, or what did you think? Who actually won that fight in your eyes?
I didn't have a problem with the draw verdict. I actually had Lateef ahead a couple of points, maybe 7-5 in rounds. I wouldn't argue with the draw. I mean, the rounds Antonio won, he won more clearly than the rounds Lateef won. So that's an issue, but you still only get that 10-9, so it doesn't matter. So a close fight, a draw. I don't think it hurts either guy that much. Maybe Antonio has to take a step back now before he can fight Klitschko, which is the fight he wants. And Lateef probably will get a title fight.
Do you think Lateef and his comments actually blacklisted him from being Showtime from here on out?
Well, I mean, Steven Espinoza publicly said that he won't be on Showtime anymore. It was a stupid thing to say because, first of all, do the judges care that Antonio Tarver is a broadcaster on Showtime? I don't think so. And also, you know, if you're a fighter, there's only two places to make big money in boxing. One is HBO and one's Showtime. So why would you cut your possibilities in half? I think it was a dumb thing to say.
Now, your next big card is going to showcase Victor Ortiz. Obviously, we wanted to see Berto Ortiz, too, but now we're getting Josecito Lopez. If Ortiz wins that fight, what do you think his next options are?
Well, I mean, Victor is a big name in the division. If he wins and looks good doing it, then he's as hot a fighter as the welterweight division has. I mean, he wants a fight with Mayweather. I think it's way too early for a rematch there, especially given what happened the first time. But that's what he's building toward. Maybe we'll get the Berto fight again, but it looks like it's going to take forever to happen. Maybe that's just jinxed and he should move on.
My last question, big fight on Saturday. Who you got, Pac Bradley?
I like Manny. The only way I think Bradley wins is if Manny really has come down. If that's the case, then Bradley's going to be his worst nightmare because Timmy will be in great shape. He'll come the whole time. He'll come forward the whole time. But if Manny's Manny, I think Manny will win. And then we'll be asking the same question over and over again. When are we going to see Manny and Floyd?
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Farhood. It's been a pleasure. That's it, theboxingvoice.com with Steve Farhood.
You never give me a fair shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You're not shit. I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass. You won't do shit.
When you hit the pedal, ain't gonna be no gas in the car at the end of this.